Splash, splash, apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, 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 apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
What works? FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works. FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP. Reach for what works.
Welcome to today's broadcast of the Founders Cup Championship game between Woodbury and Minnetonka here from Graham Arena. I'm Tony Scott. Thanks for tuning in to Youth Hockey Hub. The 5th annual Founders Cup. The first 2 years were in Hibbing, Virginia. Our 3rd year in Rochester. It's like home now. Have a pivotal game here in the championship game. Woodbury and Minnetonka face off. Woodbury comes in 3-0, Minnetonka 3-0. Both teams have had their way with the competition. Minnetonka's had a little struggle. They had a shootout in their quarterfinal game, win over Orono, and they won in the semifinals last night, 5-4, and a nail-biter over Stillwater. Woodbury beat Fargo Blue yesterday and then trounced the host Rochester team 8-1 last night in the semifinals. Players to watch, there's a ton. On the Minnetonka side, it all starts with Drew Stewart. He's got 3 goals in the bracket play so far. His line mate Robbie House is fun to watch. They have the second line's a fun group to watch. Smaller but good. Bryce Wiedela, Holden Pager, and David Bear for the Skippers. They'll put up a good fight here today. They've gotten better as the season goes on. Nick Heibergs, this isn't his first rodeo. He's coached several Minnetonka PBAA teams over the years. Look for a good contest and a good fight put up by Minnetonka. I think the key to the Tonka, though, is getting some production out of these 2 big boys of theirs, number 20, Joe Mosselman, and number 28, John Boberg. Keep an eye out for those 2. Woodbury, it's like an all-star team. I mean, they're a lot like the Chaska Chan team. They're deep, 3 lines deep. It all starts on their blue line. For those guys, the 3 big ones that you'll see and hear their name a lot, Skahan, Henricks, and Hensler. They'll log a lot of ice on the blue line. Up front, their top line is as good as you'll find in the state. Colin Ingebretson, Benny Miller, and Lucas Mann. Now the starting lineups.
2, Colin Engelbrechtson. Forward number 11, Ben Miller. And forward number 88, Lucas Mann. The Predators are coached by John Erickson, Greg Miller, Kyle Erickson, and Mark Luger. Please rise, remove your caps, and we'll honor America and play our national anthem. Good luck to both teams. It's time to play hockey.
It's time to play hockey. Minnetonka in their royal blue, white, and black will be going right to left. Woodbury, the prohibitive favorite in white, black, royal blue, and a little touch of Vegas gold. They'll be going left to right. Both first lines set to go. Two great goaltenders in this game. We'll call their names quite a bit. Andrew Lane, number 41. And Grady Rano gets the nod for the Skippers. Here we go. Puck about to be dropped. Man on the draw with Stewart. One back to Stout. Stout dumps it in. Chasing it down is Will Skahan. I expect the Skippers to come out flying, and they are. They've played two really competitive games, so they're used to the pressure, whereas the Predators have not had much competition yet. Being the #1 seed, they get a little bit different view of the bracket as opposed to Tonka. They're playing the #1 Pee-wee A team in the state in the quarterfinals and escaped in a shootout. Then they play a top 10 AA team like Stillwater last night, and they got everything they could handle. And the national anthem goes again, apparently. Very patriotic crew down there. And an icing by the Predators. Misfire on a breakout pass. Ends up as a face-off to the left of Andrew Lane. Laner. Coach John Erickson goes back to the first line right after minute half in. He wants his team to wake up and make something happen. Held in by Boberg. Now to Hendricks. Hendricks on the wall to Miller. Miller to Mann. Mann will go in 1-on-2. Runs into Boberg. As I said, these are two of the keys. Boberg and Mossaman. Now cutting in. This is Wiedela, first-year squirt. Feeds it across to Berger. Another one. Pass. Perfect. to man. Man shot, blocker save, Rano. Pretty pass by Ben Miller. Taken away by Ingebrigtsen. Ingebrigtsen flips it in, knocked down. Now chipped off the wall and out. Here comes Pager. Pager knocked off the wall, feeds it into Mosselman. Mosselman knocked off the puck. Ingebrigtsen high off the wall, cuts it into Zalnowski. Zalnowski to Kellner. Back to the point. Backhanding it in, didn't get all of it. That was Dominic Kopp. This line out here now is got some definite beef to it. Kopp, Bijelos, Zalnowski. Here's Bijelos right here. 2-on-2 with Kellner. Shot blocked by Simons. That one goes into the corner. Stout rings one high off the glass. Takes a funny carom back out to Luger. Luger, head fake, makes a play on the far boards. Bumped off the puck by Stout. Stout collects it, feeds it to Corbin Simons. Simons rattles one up to Vaughn. Vaughn can't catch up to it. Knocked down. This is Robbie House, dumps it in deep. Luger chases it for the Predators. He gets tripped, and he collects it. Back to the point, Simons, low shot, deflected, covered up by Lane. 11:01 in, we're 3 minutes in. Clock has not stopped, and we get another national anthem. Gotta love that. Got the rookie on the music right now. Face off, Ben Miller. Skahan to his right against Stewart. Stewart wins the draw. Back to Boberg. Shot deflected by Stewart. Goes wide of the net. Henricks feeds it to Miller. Miller catches it. Feeds Ingebrigtsen on the far side. Picked up by Simons. Now Skahan for the Predators. Back to Henricks. Henricks back to Skahan. Skahan to Ingebrigtsen. Nice rink-wide feed to Miller. Miller makes a nice toe drag. Shot. Knocked down. Nice save there by Rano. On the stick. There's Mann. Knocked off the puck. Gets it back from Ingebrigtsen. Ingebrigtsen looking. Loses it. Held in by Henricks. Nice play. Henricks gets it to Mann. Mann with a wrister. Knocked off the puck. Firing it long is Boberg, and we get an icing at 10 minutes to go in the first period. No score between Minnetonka and Woodbury. Shot on, save Rano. Right off the draw. Here's Zalnowski. I'm going to call this the beef line. Bijelos. Kellner, good tip and a great save by Rano. Kellner, Zalnowski, and Bijelos all look to be about 5'5" at least. Maybe even 5'7". Another shot off the faceoff and a glove save by Rano. And they go away from that play. I don't understand. It seemed to work just fine. Nice play by Hensler. Hensler leans on Boberg. John Boberg. Now Zalnowski. Back to the point. Gets it back. Nice little two-man game to Hensler. Hensler with a shot. Goes wide. Pinching it in is Kopp. Kopp dumps it down low. Off the skate of Kellner. Kellner will battle along the wall, pinched in, nice play. Popping it out is Bear. Bear to Wiedela. Wiedela is dangerous. Here he is, he's got it, knocked off the puck. Held in by Pager, covering his lane, and a line change for the Predators and Skippers. Ringing it around. This is Rudin. Rudin crosses the line to Blissenbach. Blissenbach cheated just a hair, and the official caught it. Offside's called. Not a lot of fluidity to the game yet. Lots of stoppages. Teams kind of feeling each other out. There will be some, I guarantee it. Way too much talent on this ice. Liam Kyle back, gets it out to Vaughn. Vaughn to Mosselman. Mosselman cuts in, wrist shot, goes high and wide. Vaughn on top of it, goes for the backhander, goes wide. Rudin, nice pass to Tauscher. Tauscher, nice feed, cross ice to Luger. Luger to man with it, knocked away. Here comes Mosselman back. His two line mates get a change. Now Lucas Mann feeds it to Rudin. Rudin gets it in the zone, whiffs on it a bit, and out to center. Henriks to Skahan to Ingebretson. Ingebretson dumps it in, chasing it down is Mann. Mann and Simons will go into the corner. Picking it up is Drew Stewart. Nice move by Stewart. Knocked off the puck in the slot. Now Simons goes into the corner. Chips one out to House, who clears it out into the neutral zone. Skahan through traffic, feeds Ingebretson, who gives the dump. Battling it is Mann. Mann flipping it back to the point. Oh, that hops the stick of Henriks. Henriks trips and falls. And chasing it down is Skahan. Skahan makes a move, cuts through a couple, nice, weaving through like cones. Here comes Will Skahan through the center, makes a move, holds it, quick shot through traffic. Hits a skate right onto the stick of Johnson, who will dump it deep. Jason Johnson, the hero in game number 1 in the quarterfinals for the Skippers, scored as the 7th shooter to clinch it for Minnetonka. Here's Logan Hensler. Hensler with speed, trucks it out down the far side. Takes it wide, into trouble, into the corner, where he falls, loses it. Now loses it to Boberg. And there's stick breaks. Wiedela, quick shot, in front. Good effort there by both teams. One defending, one attacking. Hensler with a wrister, high over the net. That could have been a bad break, no pun intended, for the Skippers. Wiedela right on the faceoff dot, stick breaks, turned into a scoring opportunity for the Predators. Back to center, this is Zalnowski. On a line change by both teams. Now he goes to the backhand, 1-on-3. Backhander hits the post, takes a funny carom right out into the slot. A few ooh and ahs from the Minnetonka fans there. Back to the point, held in, nice play by Polifka. Chasing it down is Rudin. Luger holds the zone, chipping it, whiffing on it, knocking it down. Outlet feed to Rowan Vaughn, he can't catch up to it. Tauscher tips it in. Looked like Rudin was a foot off sides, they didn't catch it. Here's Rudin. Down low to Blissenbach, rebound, good chance here for Rudin on the rebound. Boberg now breaks it out. Mosselman, sorry. Offside's called with 5:07. A little bit more fluid there. A few chances for the Predators. Not golden opportunities, maybe a silver variety. Platinum, no, what, bronze, silver or bronze, not golden. Face off here in the neutral zone. Stewart bumped by Mann. Two really rigorous hockey players. They play the game the right way and hard. Miller knocked away by Johnson. Skahan gets it high. Quick shot. That hits traffic in front. It's front. Ingebrigtsen with a shot. Big pad save by Rano. Wow. There's a golden opportunity. Here's Skahan with a ripper. Big save in front by Rano. He's got 2 of them there. Bringing it out now is Stout. John Stout. Wrist shot, save. Oh, Lehner can't catch up to it. Loses it in the high slot. Johnson flips one high in the air to Henricks. Henricks to Miller. Miller to Ingebrigtsen. Can't contain it. Now Simons slaps one out of the zone. Slapping it back in is Bijelos. I think we're going to get maybe a too many men. Too many men on Woodbury. John Erickson a little upset with that call. And Minnetonka will go on the power play. As long as I've ever watched sports, the referees, I think 1 in a million, change their mind after a coach or player argues with them. And the streak stays alive. Kellner will serve the bench minor. Having a deja vu to 2 years ago, 2019. Woodbury was in the final. They got a bad call or two, let's just say. One that really went south on them. And South, Lakeville South, ended up winning the game.
We've got a 2-minute bench minor penalty against Woodbury. 2 minutes on the ice to be served by Austin Kellner.
Kellner serves the penalty. Here's Stout. Feeds to Berger. Berger to Wiedela. Wiedela that can't catch it. Here comes Zalnoski. Fakes the dump in, then leans in aggressively. He gets held. They're going to even things out here. Here's Hensler with a shot. Grabbing it is Rano with 3:22. And now the penalties will even themselves out. I think it's going to be a hold or a hook. Well, let's just say it was extended clutching by Stout. Hooking. And now we'll skate 4-on-4, which is, I would say, a bit of an advantage for the crew that's both sets of teams. Actually, this thing can get pretty wide open with House and Stewart. Thompson feeds House. House to Stewart. Poked away by Henricks. Nice play. Mann will chase. Gets it. Goes in the deep corner. Nice pass to Miller. Shot. Hits the crossbar and out. 2:57 to go. 46 on the penalty to Woodbury. They'll have about 40 seconds of power play. Here's Ben Miller. Nice move in front to Miller. Man. Quick shot, a save. Rano has been the story so far in this game. 13 saves. Henricks. This Skahan high shot. That one goes over the net. Mann now. Feeds it to Skahan, who brings it out. Feeds it back to Mann. Mann to Henricks in his skates. Gets it back to Mann. Mann to Henricks. Henricks will skate through a couple skippers. Gets it deep. Now a short 48-second power play for Woodbury as time ticks here in the first period. No score between Minnetonka and Woodbury. Here's Blissenbach, cuts in, offsides by a foot. Was Mason Rudin, no score. 1:57 to go here in the first period. The only real storyline so far is 13 saves for Grady Rano. Grady's got about 2 or 3 stellar ones to his credit so far. Here's Hensler. He'll load it up. Not shy. Cutting through, nice move. One man to beat, got deflected off the puck. Shot on, deflected in front. That's going to be a high stick on the Predators. That'll go all the way down, which will pretty much eliminate the power play with 18 to go. And a new set of skaters for Woodbury and Tonka. Stewart and Birkeland line up front. Thompson back to the point. Draw one by Stewart. Low shot. Hits a skate in the corner. Ripping it around. Knocking it down is Rudin. Rudin to Tauscher. Tauscher cut off by Birkeland. And now Tonka's full strength. Plifka shot. Deflected wide by Rano. Held in by Luger. Good aggressive play. Tauscher. Quick pass to Blissenbach in front. That's taken away. Now Stewart. He'll roar up the near side. Goes around his man. Tripped at the blue line. And with a minute to go in the period, Woodbury will be shorthanded. Good hustle there by Drew Stewart. Making a play. And I think Luger is the guilty party. Nope, Plifka. Sweeping it around.
A 2-minute minor against Woodbury's number 5, Davis Polifka, 2 minutes for tripping.
Stout shoots it in. Andrew Lane steers it into the corner. Stolen from Skahan by Stewart. Stewart gets it on the hash mark. Tries to make a move, knocked away. Good defensive play by Miller. Miller and Mann will kill the penalty the final 38. Picked off by Henricks. Henricks looking to make a play. Cut off at the blue line by House. House to Stout. 23 to go in the period. Back to House. Stout, quick shot. Henricks tries to grab it, can't. Picked up by Johnson, cycling it. In front, it's loose. Andrew Lane dives on top of it, and about 4 different Predators smack Robbie House into the net for no goal, though. Let's just say he drew a crowd on that one. Crowded house. Like it? Like it? No, don't like it. I'm getting shaken off by the producer, Justin Moss. 4.2 to go in the period. See if the Skippers can get one last opportunity. They do. Winding and firing. Hitting traffic, goes just wide. And a couple more oohs and ahs from the Tonka fans. And that'll do it for the first period. No score between Minnetonka and Woodbury. We'll be back here on Youth Hockey Hub in 60 seconds.
You know what works? FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP. Reach for what works.
Splash, splash, apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, 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 apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
Thanks to our sponsor, FVP, for bringing you today's broadcast. After the game, we'll name our FVP MVP. We'll also do on Twitter a minute after interview with the tournament MVP, who will also be the game MVP, but usually that's how it happens. We might have a co-MVP today if I'm kind of got my MVP all chosen for the Skippers, but the Predators, who knows? We'll see. Should be fun to watch. Glad you joined us here on Youth Hockey Hub. 1 minute, 1 second remaining on a power play for the Skippers. That's Gus Berger getting it. Here's Stewart. Stewart leans wide, feeding in front, deflected away by Skahan. Skahan chops one off the glass, out to center. Here's Stout. Stout to Johnson. Johnson to Stewart. Stewart stops to Stout. Stout to Berger. This kid's got a cannon of a shot. Don't let his short frame deceive you. He will let it go. Quick shot, save Andrew Lane. Covers with 18 to go. Tell you what, Robbie House has had a heck of a tournament. He has really, really worked hard. He's been a great compliment to Drew Stewart this weekend. Skill guys need a guy or two who will go get him the puck and, you know, fire him up. He's a leader, he's a worker. He brings a lot to the table for the Skippers. House to Johnson. Johnson gets it back to House. Skates it up to the point, holds it here. Feeds Berger. Berger, wrist shot, knocked down. Wide open in front and a goal. Drew Stewart flushes one home on the power play. And the Skippers take a 1-0 lead. Took a funny carom, which then got the goaltender Lane out of place. Just a little bit out of position, and bam! Drew Stewart punches it home. Tonka takes the lead. Oh, wow. They missed an offsides by like 6 feet there. Glad that didn't work against Minnetonka. And I can't believe no one saw it. The bench didn't see it. The fans didn't see it. But there was literally a guy that was 6 feet offside for Woodbury. And the referee saw it at the last second. He quick hustled up to the line. But he was a bit out of position, I'll say. It happens. Two-man crew, you can sometimes miss. Thompson sweeps it around. Grabbed by Mosselman. That's offside. They didn't miss that one. We're early in the second period. 12:23 to go. 3 14-minute periods. Vaughn and Pager flanked by centerman Bryce Wiedela. Rudin taken away by Wiedela. Chopping at it. Steering it into the corner. Tauscher taken away by Boberg. Boberg high off the glass to Pager. Finally getting it out is Boberg. Boberg dumps it off the shin pad of Luger and gets a change. Luger to Tauscher, hops his stick. Picked up by Stewart. Hits Lane in the face mask. And out. Now the shots are starting to even out. House intercepted by Rudin. Rudin gets it in, clears the line, feeds one in front, no predators in front, picked up by Stewart. Stewart fakes a pass, makes a move, hits Simons. Simons crosses the line, slapper by Johnson goes wide, held in by Berger, no. And hops the stick, here comes Mann. Mann crosses line, has Miller and a goal! Lucas Mann to Benny Miller! And Woodbury ties it 1-1. That was all made possible by Lucas Mann's energy. He jumped the play, blew by the defender on the loose puck, used his speed, so it was speed, but more importantly, he held Rano on the shot and then just slid it across on a pretty feed to Miller, and Miller just tapped it home for the tying score. 10:53 to go here in the second period. Mann to Miller. And the score is tied. It took 15 shots to get one by Grady Rano. There's 16 right there. That one popped up on him. There's no guarantee of the save when it's shot on that stick. Craziest things happen. Remember now, it's like almost like a 2x4 in their hand. It's not an easy thing to play goaltender or control pucks when shot on net, especially low. The higher the shot, sometimes the easier it is to save. William Kyle with it, dumping it down low. Skahan there to Ingebretson. Ingebretson to Miller, to Mann, excuse me. Mann fires a diagonal pass into the zone, and the Predators get a change. Here's Kopp. Kopp to Bajelos, to Zalnowski. He's trouble. Wrist shot. Save Rano, poking at it, and eventually Rano jumps on top of it as we get a whistle. Wow. Zalnowski had a lot of nylon there. Misfires that one right into the chest protector. I'm sure he's shaking his head because he had some options. Held in by Hensler. He is just a weapon, offensive weapon with great skill. Down low, held in by Hensler. He'll take it over the play. Feeding in front to Kellner, loses it. Pager to Wiedela. Wiedela poked off the puck. Kopp can't get it in. Taken away by Pager, good hustle. Zalnowski to Hensler, back to Zalnowski. He'll storm up center. Takes it wide. Lowers the shoulder, stops, runs into the boards. He's gonna get a check call on Mossaman. I don't think that was a call. It's not checking if you smash yourself into the glass. I think he completely missed Zalnowski. Are you shaking your head like no, or you agree? Oh yeah, you agree. I'm like, he just smashed into the glass. I don't think he even touched Zalnowski. But it sure made a loud noise, and the loud noise gets the call every time. Now Hendricks and Skahan will do their work on the blue line. There's a shot low, pad save by Rano. Held in by Skahan. Chasing it down is Hensler. They got the big five out there right now. Skahan, Hendricks, Miller, Mann. Feeding it back. Here's Hendricks with a lot of space. Shot deflected, goes wide. Another penalty on Tonka. Backdoor feed. Miller, goal! Lucas Mann to Ben Miller. And the Predators take a 2-1 lead. What a pass by Lucas Mann. Through the blue paint, and Miller flushes it top shelf. Now this is I don't know every rule in the game, so I'm sorry, I know, but there was a man in the penalty box when they scored. There was a penalty. I think that he goes into the box still. And then that guy comes out of the box who was in the box. Yes, good call. Because when it's full strength and there's a goal on a delayed penalty, the delayed penalty is waved off. But we're going to go back on the PP for Woodbury. And John Erickson, going for blood, brings his #1 unit back out. And I say the big five. This is the big five. This is Henrik, Skahan, Mann, Hensler, and Miller. Up 2-1 on the power play. This is a shark with blood in the water right now. A predatory animal. That's my description. Into the corner goes Henriks. Blissenbach comes out to play with 4 of the big 5. Here he goes, slides it up to Miller, taken away by Stout. Stout and Miller played together in the Brick 2016, 2.5 years ago, when the Minnesota team finished second in impressive fashion. There's a few more kids who played in that tournament on this sheet ice. Skahan and Henriks played in it. Mann played in it. Quick shot. Blocker save. Down low. Backdoor feed by Rudin. Popping it out to center. Here's Skahan. Sliding it over to Henriks. Henriks up to Blissenbach. Nice play. Blissenbach forgets the puck. Beautiful pass. Kind of took his eye off it for a second. Plifka holds the zone. Great play there by Davis Plifka. If I call him Blake during the game, forgive me. He's got an older brother. I've done that. Been known to do that a few times. Back to the point. Holding it. Rudin, low shot. Hits traffic by Zalnowski. And the Predators score 3 goals in about 3 minutes here and take a 3-1 lead. Wow, just like that. Woodbury grabs the lead. And Minnetonka wisely uses their timeout. We woke the sleeping giant. Yes. Huge shout out to FVP for their sponsorship today. FVP has a dominating lineup. Reach for what works with FVP oil, antifreeze, stay tuned, batteries, and more. Visit your local automotive shop or retailer for FVP products. My son was in Iowa this weekend for the Iowa State-Kansas basketball game, which Iowa State won. His car was a little low on oil. Went and got a little FVP oil. Knocked it out. Just saying. We'll see what Nick Heiberg can dial up for the Skippers. Great coach, coached many of the current Skippers that are playing for the #1 team in the state. They won yesterday on YHH, knocked out #7 Duluth East at Heritage Arena 5-2. Handled them. That's the best team in the state. Tune into our high school hockey podcast each week. You can hear our pundits talk about high school hockey. We leave no stone unturned. Especially this week, we were in Moorhead, St. Cloud, Rochester for the two Rochester games. And then back in Duluth for high school hockey. We love our Pee-wees, love our girls, love Bantams. Bantams are going on in Roseau this weekend. Grand Forks Aviators play Wayzata. 2 more games of note I'll get to in a second on the girls' side up in Fargo. Here's Drew Stewart. Rudin gets the assist, taken by Hendricks. Here he goes. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen just about every game. He'll wind and twist and make a move. He'll just completely fool the guy. There's Lane. Battles with House. Look at House. Goes down like a ton of bricks. It's just an energy guy. He's fun to watch. Took a heavy collision there. I don't think it was a hit by Hendricks. It was just a collision behind the net. Here's Stewart. Back to the point. Stout. Fake shot. Hits some traffic. Oh, big save by Lane. Wow. Point blank shot, low pad save, covers it. 3-1. That's his biggest save of 9 today. Wiedela on the draw. It's loose. Poking at it. Oh, good chance there for Bear. Just misfired it. Here's Zalnowski, the man-child. He'll take it to his backhand. Goes in. Shot. Rebound, Bijelos. Rebound, great chance there. Big save, Rano. Poking at it. Outlet feed. Here comes Bear. Lost in his skates, gets it in. Now Hensler. Loads it up. Skates through some traffic. Hunting it down is Mossaman. Now Zalnowski cuts through. Good defensive play there by Vaughn. Luger gets it deep, holds it, chips it, taken away by Simons. Now they're a scrum ensues. That in front pad saved by Rano. Now Blissenbach. Gets it out. Here comes Vaughn. Rowan Vaughn wide side with it. Fires one in. Save Lane. A little skipper. Skipped on him. Now Luger taken away by Johnson. Here comes Johnson into the zone. Johnson's shot blocked by Polifka. We're going to get a penalty for interference. I'm not sure who it's on, but it looks like the guilty party is Jack Blissenbach. So 3:41 to go here in the second. Can the Skippers find some magic on the power play? Hendricks sweeps it over to Miller. Miller will chase. Berger slaps one off the wall, gets it to House. House feeds one on net. Lane covers it. 13 seconds into the penalty kill for the Predators. Stout to Johnson. Stout with some time and space gets it to Berger. Berger on the corner. Taken away by Mann. Mann and Stewart battle. Mann gets it in deep. John Stout, 3 minutes to go in the second period. Flips it up. Picked up by Hendricks. Hendricks holds. Gets it to Skahan. Skahan head fake. Fakes it back to Hendricks. Hendricks Back to Skahan. Really nice power play for Minnetonka here. That one's deflected. That was sarcasm. It was just a clinic being put on in front. Hits the skate of Bijelos and almost in the net. Skating 4-on-5. Woodbury doing their thing. "24 shots on goal." A Minnetonka parent walked by, one of the whistles, and said, "We woke the sleeping giant." Skippers don't go away. Skippers have some fight in their dog, I think. That one goes by Henricks. Henricks in the corner, banks one off the goal, holds it, finds Zalnowski. Zalnowski will carry it in. Tries to go through a couple defenders, cut off by Thompson. Now they battle in front. Skahan, wrist shot, pad save Rano. Skahan gets it. Battling it out, here comes Wiedela, 2-on-2. Comes in on Skahan, Skahan defends. Henricks defends. Taking away Zalnowski. Zalnowski, that'll do it for the Woodbury penalty. Feeds Skahan, nice move, Skahan, quick shot and a goal. Zalnowski to Skahan, rips one high twine. And the Predators take a 4-1 lead. Whoa. That was nice. Skahan just got it into trouble. Zalnowski just got it into trouble, attracted enough bees to the hive, and then he slides it over to Skahan, who just ripped one. And I just say that's not normal. That is not normal. Big hit, Mosseman on Ingebrigtsen, and now the Predators will have a power play to end the second period. Not what the doctor ordered for the Skippers. At this point, it's Skipper! They're screaming right now. They're in trouble. Back to the point. Kopp fans on it. Gets it to Mann, looking back door to Ingebrigtsen. Picked up by Hensler. Cuts through a couple. Oh, that hits Simons and eventually controlled by the Skippers with 49.3 to go in the second period. Woodbury will go on the power play. Stay tuned after the game. We'll hand out our FVP MVP. Do a quick trophy presentation to both teams. Name the tournament MVP. Say a few nice words about players on each team. Back to the point. Here's Luger. Walks it in. Quick shot. Save Rano.
Joseph Moseman, 2 minutes for checking.
Clock keeps running. Whoa. About 3 or 4 seconds rolled off the clock there. Here comes Stewart. Stewart to House. House shot, knocked away, picked up by Stewart. Short-handed now. Quick shot by Stout. Blockered into the corner by Andrew Lane. Out comes Luger. Luger to Blissenbach. Blissenbach to Tauscher. Tauscher will get it past him. Get Stout in front, taken away. That'll do it for the second period. A firestorm of goals by the Predators. They go up 4-1 as we go to break. We'll be back here on YHH in 60 seconds.
Splash, splash, apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, 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 apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
What works? FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP. Reach for what works.
We're back live from Graham Arena in Rochester, Minnesota. Those tuning in from outside the state, Rochester, the home of the Mayo Clinic, about an hour and a half south of downtown Minneapolis and St. Paul. I say south, I meant southeast. Hendricks, a surgeon of a player here in the Mayo Clinic area. He's a surgeon with that puck. Good hustle there. Here's Stewart, steals it, shot, pad save lane. Shot, pad save lane, that's 2 in a row. We're gonna get a penalty on Hendricks. He just laid out Stewart or House in front of the net. And House goes so hard sometimes. He could take some of the best hits, the best collisions you'll ever see. There was another one right there. He's shaking up quite a bit. He leaves it all out there. And now we'll skate 4-on-4 for 48 seconds. And then the Skippers will have a short 1:12 power play. Here's Stahl. They need to start taking some chances in order to get back in this game. Hensler feeds it to Zalnowski, the X factor for this Woodbury team. He can just take over at times. Remember Tanner as a squirt, the same thing. He would just go crazy sometimes. In those highly competitive games, he just seems to flourish. Here he goes, cutting in, shot, pad save by Rano. Minute to go on the power play now. Bear feeds Pager. Pager on the power play, on the forecheck on the power play. Here's Thompson. Thompson holds it. Taken away by Hensler. Hensler drops one into the zone, gets a change. Picked up by Pager. Pager back to Bear. Bear fires one. Pager chases it down, looking for Wiedela. Feeding it low, trying to do a little reversal, back to the point. Kyle to Thompson. Thompson, shot. Blocked. Thompson, back to Kyle. Kyle feeds it to Pager. Pager defended nicely there by Kellner. Down low in front. Now Thompson has a shot. High in the air. Lane looks like the Statue of Liberty reaching up high for that one. Knocks it down. And we're going to get a hook on Tauscher. And more power play time for the Skippers. One thing I've noticed about the officiating here in District 9, there's a lot of penalties. A lot of penalties. So just get used to it. You know, they call the last game, Minneapolis and Stillwater for the White Bracket Championship. I think we ran out of pens. They were so much ink used. And now here, more of the same, just penalty, 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 penalty. Need some flow in the game. Here's man going by Berger, feeds it in front. Picked off by Miller. Now Vaughn makes a nice little move, cuts through center, knocked off the puck. There's Boberg, quick shot, save Lane, and now he covers it. With 10:28 to go, clock still a couple seconds off each time. Ticks away. Minute 24 on the power play for the Skippers. Puck scoots out. Here comes Zalnoski. Zalnoski taken away. Now he brings it out. Cutting to his right. Taken away now by Stewart. Drew Stewart. Nice move. Pass. Johnson shot saved by Lane. Stout to Johnson. Johnson back to Simons with a slapper. That hits traffic and goes wide. Knocking it out. Holding it in now is Stout. Stout, 32 seconds. Shot. Goes just wide. Picked up by Bjelos. Now Zalnoski fires it in, an icing call. That's the right call there. A lot of times referees kind of let that one go. And that's a pet peeve of mine. If you're 2 feet behind the red line and you shoot it down to the zone, you're 2 feet behind the red line. That's a very clear-cut line. And they kind of let guys get away with dumping it in a few feet early. Bear battling down low to Pager. Pager now to Wiedela. Wiedela in front, swept away by Polifka. Polifka to Kellner, taken away now. Here comes Wiedela back. Wiedela cuts in, wrist shot, glove save by Lane, and a penalty on Blissenbach for tripping, and he's pleading his case over there. Again, case closed. No love for Blissenbach, and again, more penalties. It's just, and that was, sure it was a penalty, but it was deep in the corner. No one really gained an advantage. It's almost like the entire games are being played with penalty time on the clock in special teams.
And a penalty on Woodbury's number 20, Ben Tauscher, 2 minutes for tripping.
Bear, Pager to Wiedela. That one's going to be icing. Yes. Shout out to FVP Parts for their sponsorship of today's game and this weekend's tournament. If you got some icy driveways, check out Splash Ice Melt Shaker Bag. Simply tear it open, shake on the surfaces where safety really matters, like your front sidewalk, your driveway, you name it. Oh, I think we're gonna get a penalty on Scan probably some unsportsmanlike type chatter. And now the skippers will go 5-on-3. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. And now more discussing. That's the other thing these refs do a lot of, discussing. Well, talk to the ref some more, talk to the coach some more, and talk it over. Wait a second, are they not putting up 2 minutes? Oh, here they are. Uh-oh, now they're trying to get a clarification. Maybe he got a misconduct. So if he gets a 10-minute misconduct, it's a 5-on-4. Wait a second, hang on. It is 5. So Will Scahan gets a 10-minute misconduct. I guarantee that's what it is. So he said something inflammatory to the official. It's not a minor penalty. It's a misconduct. So they'll put 10 minutes that won't go on the board. He'll come out after the game is over. He's done. And they'll skate 5-on-4. So that will be the announcement. Some type of misconduct. And now Tanner Hendricks will be without his D partner for the last 3 years and the off season for the final 8.5 minutes. Here we go. Yep, unsportsmanlike conduct. House. Dumping it out, excuse me, is Hendricks. Hendricks to man. Man out hustles the competition. Feeding it in. Good hustle there by Miller. House loses it. Picked up by Hensler. Hensler to Miller. Miller with Blissenbach. Cutting in. Quick shot. High. Hits the shoulder of Rano. And we get a whistle with 7:40 to go in the game. Woodbury leads 4-1 on an offensive explosion in the second period by the Predators. Polifka's shot. Wide it goes. Get a whistle at center ice. Mossman gets it back to Stout. Taken away by Blissenbach. Blissenbach, wrist shot. They've shot high blocker on Rano about 14 times today, and he stopped them all. Hendricks battles with Simons. Now Hensler holds it. Feeds one off the wall. Chipping it in is Stout. Zalnoski. Predators are full strength. Rink wide. Zalnoski, uh-oh, this is trouble. And out to center. A hand pass on the Predators. Here comes Ingebretson. Passes it back to Mann and forced himself offsides with 6:09 to go. Bone. Here's Polifka on the line. Back to Thompson. Bear battling for it. Now Thompson again. Even strength. Under 6 to go. Stay tuned after the game. We'll name the FVP MVP. And hand out the Founders Cup trophy to the champions. Barring a miracle comeback, it looks like it'll be the Woodbury Predators. Zalnoski. Here comes Stewart. Drew Stewart takes it wide. Good defensive play by Kellner. Kellner does a lot of the little things well. There was one of them right there. Another penalty. Wow, imagine that. I think the clock operator is going to get blisters from punching in penalties on the clock today. It's just one after another. I mean, some of these I don't even see them. And I'm 20/20 with my glasses on. I'm not 20/20? Close. Zalnoski. Poked off the puck by Boberg. House to Stewart. Can they get it to 4-2 and get things interesting? Shot, Lane, blockers it into his glove, holds it, and we get a whistle with 4:38 to go. Face off, back to the point. Berger shot, hits a skate in front. That was Wheela's skate. That would have been a goal. Back to Stout. Stout holds it. Shot. Jumps through traffic. Stewart now. Stout forces it. Feeds it across. Stewart fakes the shot. Working hard down low is Robbie House. Shot. Rebound. Poked away by Lane. 1 minute to go in the power play. 3:56 in the game. Stout to Stewart. Shot. Good block there by Hensler. Hensler rips one off the glass. Stout can't knock it down. Goalie is pulled. Now House to Wiedela. Wiedela will try to get past. Hensler can't. Hensler rips one off the glass right to Miller. Miller flips one in the air. That'll be icing with 31 to go in the power play. Scrum down in front. Knocked off the play. Picking it up is Luger. Blissenbach rattles one off the wall. And another whistle. Draw one, picked up by Vaughn. Vaughn to Boberg. Boberg quick feed to Stout. Stout has been on the ice, I think, almost the entire game for the Skippers. If not, he's just always in the play. So it seems like he's out there the whole time. You hear that all the time. Oh, they never take Danny Nelson off the ice. You know, he just always has the puck. So it seems like he's out there the whole time. Shot deflected. Wide into the corner. Good battle down low. Kellner and Boberg. Bear going for the long pass. Didn't realize it was already released to him. Vaughn tries to bump Luger. Loses his footing. This one off the wall. Good hustle there by Kopp. Goalie pulled again with 2 to go. Bear, the Grizzly, feeds the Pager. Nice little dangle, goes backhand, forehand, and a save by Lane. Andrew Lane is having a really nice game today. Only allowed 1 goal. Kopp battling down low with Stewart. Predators full strength. Only a matter of time before another penalty gets called here. Popping one into the zone, icing waved off. Simons chases it down as we come up to 1 minute to go in the game. Pager to Stewart. Good hustle there by Hensler. They battle into the corner. Tauscher slaps one behind the cage. Back to the point, held in by Berger. Berger with a shot in the net. Gus Berger beats Lane. Lane had no idea where that one was. It kind of like a seeing eye single, just waved its way through, hopped over his pad into the net. And it's 4-2 with 1:10 to go. It's not over yet. They will leave the goalie out. They'll skate 6. Stewart on the draw. Zalnowski gets it into the zone, cut off by Mosselman. Wiedela, 1 minute to go in the game. Knocked down by Berger. Back to Stout. Stout to Wiedela. Wiedela cut off. Picked up by Miller. Bangs one off the glass. Dumping it down to Stewart. Stewart to Wiedela. Now Henriks, 37 to go. A little bit of nerves probably for Woodbury. Been so close in this tournament. And now to have a lead for so long, it's getting a little tight. Back to the point. Here's Berger. Scored one already. Shot. Deflected. Knocked down by Mann. Mosselman back to Berger. Quick shot towards the net. Pager with a shot. Goes just wide. Slapping it towards the net is Stewart. 9 seconds to go. Shot. Save by Andrew Lane. Laner grabs one out of midair with 6.7 seconds to go. And that'll do it for the Founders Cup. Woodbury will be our champion. Just a matter of time before we find out who the MVP is. Our FVP MVP, congratulations to, oh, it's not over yet, 0.9 to go in the game. Maybe we call it penalty. Why not? Throw another one on. Sorry. And that'll do it. Congratulations to Woodbury. They are the Founders Cup champions. Our FVP tournament MVP is number 88, Lucas Mann. He finishes the tournament with 3 goals and 8 assists and 2 beautiful assists, I might add, that sparked the big victory, big comeback. Big win for the Predators here at the Founders Cup. Congratulations to Lucas and the rest of the Predators on their championship here in Rochester.
Splash, splash, apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, 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 apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
Works. FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works. FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works.
Check, check, check. Congratulations to both teams on a great tournament. Minnetonka Skippers had a wonderful weekend, some exciting victories in the quarterfinal and semifinals. And obviously Woodbury finally gets their Founders Cup championship after 2 heartbreakers the last 2 years here in Rochester. Before we hand out the championship and runner-up trophies and the tournament MVP, I'd like to just give a quick shout out on behalf of Youth Hockey Hub to all of the volunteers from Rochester who filled these boxes and filled the rinks and accepted all of the 24 teams here in the tournament. Thank you to the people from Rochester for their help down here this weekend. I'd also like to give a shout out. This might sound like a broken record, but I really mean it from the bottom of my heart, to all of the coaches and team managers who spent a ton of time and a ton of energy in their spare time to help these kids get an opportunity like this. So a huge round of applause to those people. Before we hand out our tournament trophies, our team trophies, I'd like to just tip our hat and give a little stick tap to a few players on each team before we hand out our tournament MVP. On the Minnetonka team, and there's just so many, I broadcasted both of your games, all these games, so you just get to know so many of these kids, so many things that they do well. First, talk about the 2 big boys from Minnetonka, 20 and 28, Boberg and Mosselman. They just are such a difference maker for this team, and they just added so much heart and dedication for that team, so a shout out to them. Their blue line was magnificent as well. Just an unbelievable blue line. They defended well. They had 2 great goaltenders. Grady played great in the last 2 games, and then Hendrickson had some unbelievable saves in the shootout and the whole deal. So a huge shout out to a lot of these guys. But I wouldn't be remiss if I weren't to talk about Drew Stewart, because Drew, you were unbelievable this weekend. You've had a great few weeks, a great season so far. A huge stick tap to you as well, Drew. On the Woodbury side, I talk about them all the time. You know, the defenders, the defensemen on Woodbury are really what makes this team go. Tanner Hendricks, Will Skahan, Logan Hensler, Joe Luger, Davis Polifka, Dominic Kopp. It's a great blue line. It's as good a blue line as you'll find in Pee Wee hockey anywhere in North America. Up front, a great group. You have Tanner Zalnowski, the X Factor. I mean, he's just an unbelievable player, fun to watch. Benny Miller had 2 huge goals today. Congratulations, Benny, on a great tournament. Our tournament MVP had 2 unbelievable assists, sparked the team today. Lucas Mann is our tournament MVP. Please come forward, Lucas. Would the Minnetonka Skippers please come forward to receive their runner-up trophy? Congratulations, Minnetonka, on a great weekend. And now the 2019 Founders Cup champions, please come forward, the Woodbury Predators.